Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is August 28th, 2024, and Barcelona have made two offers for two different players, which are Steven Bajctic and also Jonathan Ta. Finally, Barcelona have missed out on Chiesa as he is set to complete his move to the Premier League. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and as I've mentioned before, I am still out of the country. This is why I'm bringing you this short live stream to keep you up to date on all Barcelona news. This is not a podcast, so I won't be reading the chat section out loud. Also, it won't be long. It's just going to be 8 to 10 minutes just to bring you the latest news from our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now, having said all of that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. All of this helps the channel continue to grow. If you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you head to Goal Kids, Kid Bag, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. All links are down below in the description. Now, let's begin with the news because Barcelona are now set to miss out on Chiesa as he is set to join the Premier League. Now, as you know, Barcelona were considering Federico Kza for the left wing since the Nico Williams signing did not happen. And it was also reported that Chiesa wanted to come to Barcelona. In fact, he had paused negotiations with all the clubs that were interested in him. And it's reported that Chiesa and Barcelona had actually reached a pre-agreement where both parties agreed on personal terms such as salary, etc., including Chiesa agreeing to a lower salary so he can make this move happen. Now, given that Barcelona have a huge financial fair play problem, they could not guarantee to Federico Kza that they would be able to register him on time. Given that there's only 2 days left in the summer transfer market, Federico Kza decided not to wait any longer, and it's reported now that he is set to join Liverpool. Now, Liverpool made an offer earlier this week for Federico Kza. Kza was initially waiting for Barcelona, but again, now that Kza is seeing his chances to go to Barcelona are slim, he has now agreed to join the Premier League club, and it's reported that he is finalizing the last bit of details on his contract. And that contract is set to be signed where Chiesa will be joining Liverpool on a 4-year contract, which means that Barcelona will miss out yet on another left winger given the financial fair play problem that Barcelona continues to have for two reasons. A, the huge mismanagement of the club under Bartomeu, and two, because of the joke that the financial fair play is in La Liga, where all clubs in La Liga except Real Madrid are having problems signing players, are having problems registering players. And it's a huge, huge fiasco, which is pretty damning because when you look at the other leagues, they don't seem to have that problem, but yet La Liga is the only one that seems to have that problem. And as such, we continue to see a huge migration of talent to other leagues such as the Premier and the Bundesliga, because thanks to Javier Tebas, who's completely ruining this league, he's making it almost impossible for all clubs to sign players, except, of course, for Real Madrid, who somehow, some way can sign anyone and everyone with no problems. Now, speaking of signing players, we do have to talk about the big news today because it's reported that Barcelona have made an offer for Steven Bajctic, or maybe it's Bajctic. I'm not too sure, but it's reported that Barcelona have made the offer for the Spanish midfielder, given that Marc Bernal has been injured and will be out for the rest of the season. Now, as I told you in the previous video today, Barcelona's priorities have now shifted from trying to sign a left winger to try to bring someone for the midfield in order to reinforce the team, since Bernal will be out for the rest of the season. It's reported that Flick fully trusts his squad and believes that he has enough to compete, but still Barcelona want to bring him someone so he can have more options. It's reported that Barcelona have identified and made an offer for Steven Bajctic. Now, Stefan, I should say, he's a 19-year-old defensive midfielder who was born in Spain. He started out his career in Celta Vigo's academy, and then in 2021, he moved to Liverpool Youth, or the Liverpool Academy, where he worked his way up all the way to the first team, where he has actually played or had 22 appearances in the Premier League. and it's reported that Barcelona have now identified Bajctic as a good short-term solution for Marc Bernal's injury, because remember, Barcelona still fully trusts in Bernal. They believe that he is the long-term solution, but they need someone to cover his spot during this season. And as such, it's reported that Barcelona have made an offer to Liverpool to take Stefan Bajctic on a one-season loan, and they are offering to pay a 4 million euro loan fee. Now, Bajctic does have an offer from Salzburg, but Barcelona are offering that 4 million euro loan fee in order to try to beat out Salzburg's offer. And it's reported also that that since Bajctic has a very small salary, Barcelona are not going to have any problems register him. Now we're going to have to wait and see whether Liverpool agree to this or not, and whether the player agrees to this or not. But just know that Barcelona have made a 4 million euro loan fee offer to Liverpool to take Bajctic on a one-season loan to cover the loss of Marc Bernal. And speaking of making offers, we have to talk about the second offer that Barcelona have reportedly made. And this comes from Roger Torrio, who reported today that Barcelona have made a 20 million euro offer for Jonathan Tah to Leipzig. Now, Bayer Leverkusen, not Leipzig. Now, Jonathan Tah is someone I talked to you about in a previous video. He's a 29-year-old center back who just won the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. His contract expires next summer of 2025, and he has no intention of renewing with the German team. As such, Barcelona have made a 20 million euro offer because they believe that's a fair offer, even though Bayer Leverkusen were demanding 30 million. Because after all, if Bayer Leverkusen do not agree to this offer, then the player could end up leaving next summer for free, and Bayer Leverkusen would not get a single penny. Now, Bayern Munich are also interested in Jonathan Tah, but Barcelona are reportedly confident that they're going to beat out Bayern Munich's offer, because Bayer Leverkusen will most likely prefer to send Jonathan Tah to Barcelona rather than reinforce a direct rival, which are Bayern Munich, that play in the same league. Now, it's reported that Jonathan Tah is keen on joining Barcelona. He wants to reunite with Hansi Flick because the two worked together when Flick was a coach at the German national team. But there's always a but. Today, Bayer Leverkusen's sporting director came out and denied this and said that that he was confident that Jonathan Tah was going to stay at Bayer Leverkusen, that he supposedly had not received any offers from Bayern or from Barcelona. Now, this mirrors what Xabi Alonso said a few days ago, where he too said that he was confident that Jonathan Tah will be staying. But of course, this doesn't mean that there is no offer on the table. We've all seen it before. Sporting directors say this kind of things all the time. You know, remember Barcelona constantly saying, no, Neymar's not leaving. Next thing you know, he was in PSG. Now, the last bit of news is that Barcelona have confirmed a news that I brought to you a few days ago, which is that Alexbay has officially joined Celtic Glasgow on a one-season loan. Now, Alexbay came back from loan from Levante in the second division during the summer. He was supposed to be Alejandro Balde's substitute, but during the preseason, we had the huge breakthrough of Gerard Martin. As such, Flick decided that Gerard Martin would be Alejandro Balde's substitute, leaving Alexbay without a spot on the first team. And given that he is young, he needs minutes, he needs to continue growing and developing, Barcelona decided to send him out on loan so he can continue doing that. And it's reported that Deco and Hansi Flick were key in this because they know the coach of Celtic Glasgow. They called him up and said, hey, can you guarantee Alexbay some minutes? He's a good player, lots of potential. We want him to keep playing. And Celtic Glasgow agreed. Now, Alexbay has renewed his contract with Barcelona. His contract was set to expire next summer, 2025. He has added one more year to his contract until the summer of 2026, with an option to add 2 more years. So he did that right before leaving. And now he will be playing in the Scottish League, which is a pretty competitive league, and where I'm sure Alexbay will continue growing and developing. And this is a simple loan, no option or obligation to buy. So he will be back in Barcelona next summer, and hopefully he'll be back better and stronger. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. Thank you for tuning in. I went live a few minutes ago. Lots of news in that video as well, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, cabras.